How's it going, everybody? Just got back not too long ago from working on slag hammer. Got the snubber in on that, got it all fabricated and bolted up. But anyway, I'm here at the house. I want to go back to the video we did last week on where we purchased a Chrysler 300C parts car, and now we're getting ready to disassemble. Now my son's already started, because the main thing he was after on this thing was the coilover suspension that was on it. But anyway, we're going to take a quick look here. We'll spin the camera around. So we've already started disassembling, or I should say Ethan. He's already sit there and got everything out of the front end. Got the springs and everything out of it in the back. But like I said, man, when you can come up on a good deal on a parts car, I mean, technically we didn't need it all, but the guy wanted to sell it as a package deal, made an offer to Ethan. We went ahead and got it. And like I said, we're going to be keeping the drivetrain, so we're going to be keeping the motor, transmission, rear diff, the CB axles in the back, all that we're going to keep. We're going to sell everything else off and make our money back. It might take a little bit. Certain parts will go faster than others, but it's part of the game. And like I said, when you're working, on a budget on things, it pays off. A lot of our builds we've done here has been paid for the fact of me either buying blown up motors and taking used parts and putting them on the shelf that are good, finding motors that need a little bit of work, turn around and resell them, take that money, put it back into a build. It's a game, but when you don't have a whole lot of money, you do what you got to do. And this car here, I believe is going to do us pretty good on the parts market. It's got a good set of doors on it, rims, interior, stuff like that. And I think we figured out if we sold everything off the car, minus what we want to keep, we can get probably about $2,000 plus or minus, just on the parts that we don't want. So we get what we want, he got what he wanted, and make some money on the end. And we take that money and dump it into something else. But anyway, I'm going to show you here what the main reason was for getting this car, and some nice parts. And the parts weren't that old. And but let me get this spun back around and I'll show you what's up. But as you can see on the table, these are the parts that Ethan has already taken off the car. And this is the main reason why he wanted to buy the car. He's been looking for a set of coilovers to put on his SRT8. And you go online, and the price is very big time. The real cheap stuff to the most expensive stuff. This is about middle of the road. But, the parts are almost brand new. They haven't been on the car that long. And just giving the idea on what we paid for the car versus what we're going to get out of it, plus what he wanted out of it. This whole kit right here is more than what we paid for the car. Give you a prime example, just the coilover kit. That's the front struts, rear shock assembly, springs, adjusters. That by itself is like $750. The upper control arms are about $250 with the adjustables. The lower rear adjustables, they're about another $250. So, just here in parts for his car is basically around $1,300 plus or minus, add tax to it. So, right off the bat, he's saving $400 to $500 on what it would have cost him to sit there and buy this stuff new. And like I said, the stuff is not that old. I mean, as you can see, the Teflon, everything still looks new where the spring ride's on. I mean, so it was a good deal. Also, what he wanted for his car, somebody had put aftermarket fog lights on it, and they about burnt. I mean, it was melted to the plastic and everything else. So we got a nice set of OEM fog lights to put back in it. And then I guess this person too had just put in these headlights. And these are some high dollar headlights. He was needing a set for his. His has got like the black face on it, and he really can't see that well at night. You know, hell, that's another $350, $400 and something dollars. They're easy, just on the halogen setup. So, I mean, you know, hell, almost $1,800 worth of stuff right here. But that's what we like, doing what we do. You know, and like I said, the car's gonna net us a profit by the time we're done. Gives us complete drivetrain to put in something else, or maybe the 64 Valiant that I'm trying to acquire right now. Hopefully we get close to a build on that. But I don't know if you can see it or not in the camera, but I'll kind of pan over there a little bit for you. You know, what I'm talking about on stockpiling parts and everything. If you kind of look over on my shelf here, that's nothing but Hemi parts. Got intakes, pistons, truck intakes, air cleaner. I got timing covers for a 5.7, 3/4 sets of heads. You know, I just stock them up, man. I mean, because stuff's not cheap. And this is how I'm able to do my builds. But yeah, I'm getting to the point now I'm going to have to sit there and probably get me a bigger garage. And then, when was it? Saturday, Ethan scored a set of JB headers, long tube headers for his SRT8. And these things are about $600 and something new. And I think he picked them up for like $250, and it came with the mounting hardware and everything and the little lockouts so it doesn't back off on the bolts. But yeah, this is how we finance a lot of our bills, and we get what we want out of the process. And but just quick run around here at the shop and everything. Hope everybody's got a good evening. I also want to thanks again to Junkyard Willie, and he scored me a set of tail lights for Slag Hammer. If you want, go check his video out on his YouTube page, Junkyard Willie, and he's got a little video on there with him going out and getting the tail lights for us. And there's nothing left on that car, man. That thing's about roached out, but had a decent set of tail lights. He's shipping them out, so hopefully we get them here Friday or Saturday. But once again, a big shout out to him for helping us out. And got some great people out here on YouTube, man, especially the guys that are doing the No Name 500. But other than that, I'm going to go inside and get washed up and get some dinner in me and get back at it tomorrow. Other than that, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you down the road.